What's going on, Bears fans? Brad here with another training camp update, and it was the first day of pads. So we have some offensive line updates, defensive line updates. We'll go through most impressive injuries, offense, defense, you name it. You already know what to expect. Make sure to like and subscribe out there on YouTube and rate the show 5 stars everywhere that you get your podcast. So, like we said, first day of pads. Eberflus did say it was a moderate day of reps overall, but still we were able to assess the defensive line, offensive line a lot more because the pads are finally on. So let's talk about most impressive. Who impressed? And I always like to do one on offense, one on defense. The defense, I got to start out with Gervon Dexter, the big man in the middle. He turned a lot of heads today. Lester Wilfong said, just watched a rep by Gervon Dexter, and he had a quick get off. And I heard his slap all the way from up here in the bleachers. You love to see it, especially because more people said they could hear those things too before the pads were even on. And here what I'm showing for those on YouTube, a rep of Gervon Dexter running a stunt around the offensive line and ultimately getting the sack. Pretty quick get off. And remember the Bears last season? We never had a successful stunt. So it's excellent to see Gervon Dexter, who we know is strong, showing the quickness and getting in the backfield to make ultimately the sack. So kudos to Gervon Dexter. He is my stock up defensive player of the day. But now, offensive side of the football. And actually, before we even go over there, I got to give credit to Zacch Pickens as well. Zacch Pickens is another person. Pickens and Dexter, a lot of people were saying just overall impressed today. But let's flip over to the offensive side of the ball where, ladies and gentlemen, we're giving it back to Chase Claypool. Believe it or not, Chase Claypool is having a very good training camp. Here you see it with him and Justin Fields. The pocket collapsed around Justin Fields. And what we see is Chase Claypool in the corner of the end zone. Fields finds him. Great play by Justin Fields, but also a great play by Chase Claypool. And it's not just that simple play. Chase Claypool was able to make some pretty good plays too. Clay Harbor posted this one out on Twitter where he's going against Jalen Johnson. And you see him kind of break past Jalen Johnson, make a great toe tap catch in the corner of the end zone. You love to see it. Chase Claypool is balling out in camp, looking very good. And guys, I love to see it. I really love to see it because the more playmakers you have on offense, the better the team will be. So Chase Claypool having a great camp, it's awesome. It's awesome that he's also proving doubters wrong. I was one where you hear the reports, and the reports are coming from credible sources. It's nice to see that he's doing well. Like it really is. But let's go over, talk a little negative. Let's talk about some injuries. Now, the Flus is the same with injuries as he was last year. He is a locked box. He's not saying anything about it, but Roschon Johnson did not play today. Nate Davis, people had no idea where he was today. Kari Blasingame did not play. Chase Allen sat out again. DeMarcus Walker left today with an injury. Jack Sanborn left today with an injury. But to leave the injuries on a high note, Darnell Mooney, playing in 11 on 11s. You love to see that, showing that he's a lot more healthy than he was before. So we talked about it last show, Mooney being healthier and healthier. Him out there with 11 on 11s is a great thing to see. But let's switch over to this offensive side of the ball where Justin Fields, like we said and like we showed, looking good, kind of getting back into the swing of things. And he had one great play with a throw to Tyler Scott, as you can see on the screen. You kind of see that, I think it was Trevis Gibson gets right around Darnell right. Fields steady in the pocket, throws it deep, throws it to Tyler Scott, and it does look a little short, but people were saying it was very windy out there. He's throwing into the wind, but still gave Tyler Scott the opportunity to make the catch, and overall catches it, brings it down, and ultimately for a touchdown. But two, not just Tyler Scott having a good day out there. DJ Moore was able to get a catch in stride and was able to bring it back to the house, which you love to see because I felt like we didn't really get this many these many plays where it's a short slant and then they were able to take it down to the house. I believe this video is also from Bears Down Dre, but man, it's exciting to watch. It's fun to see the wide receivers just making good plays out there. But Darnell Mooney also in 11-on-11s had an end around and then made a spin move to ultimately get the touchdown. And then also Mooney had a great route on Kyler. Just the wide receivers, those starters that we want to see, have been playing well, and you love to see it. But also, Velus, not a great day from Velus today. Had about 3 drops, people were estimating. So, obviously, you want to see better hands out there. On a negative note, now, actually, first off, Cole Kmet did continue to make some plays. Not much news from the running backs, though. Offensive line, like we said, Nate Davis not out there. Lucas Patrick getting reps as that right guard. And there was even times where Tyrique Carter got reps at left guard. But we brought this up last time. Darnell Wright just kind of struggled a little bit. Yet again, not raising alarm bells. Just needs to get used to the NFL game. First day with pads on. But a lot of people did go right around him. Trevis Gibson was one of them. And he actually had a phenomenal day today because of it, which is great to hear. But Darnell Wright, Mark Carman from CHGO said it's obvious that Darnell Wright is getting adjusted to the NFL game. He needs time, but just wanted to call that out that, yeah, it's not perfect with him. I'm just calling what I'm seeing out there. But the defensive line, like we said, Trevis Gibson, very good day today in practice. We haven't heard much from him. He needs to be fighting. As soon as pads come on, the Thor hammer comes out. Trevis had a good day today, which is awesome. But also, with the defensive line news, we already talked about Pickens and Gervon Dexter having a good day. Bravion Roy, defensive tackle, was claimed off of waivers. And Donovan Jeter, who we talked about last time having a good play, not out there now. Bravion Roy comes in. Now he is more of a one-technique, bigger-bodied guy. Started, I believe, 15 games for the Carolina Panthers. He's more depth, right? I think that they wanted to bring him in just in case and see what he's got because he has started, and he's also only 26 years old, so he's a younger defensive tackle. But let's go to the secondary, everybody, because the secondary had some plays. Tyrique Stevenson, again, having a great day of practice. Ever since Terrell Smith was kind of battling him out with these number 1 reps, Stevenson has been stepping up and looking very good. Multiple people online saying, Mark Grody, Zacch Pearson, saying Stevenson just impressed them. Phenomenal plays and just very sticky coverage. But also, does that mean that it's not a competition? Let me know down below. Do you think it truly is a competition? Because someone else who had some very good plays today was Terrell Smith. Terrell Smith made a phenomenal play, as you can see out here, on Tyler Scott. Sticky coverage in one-on-ones, corner of the end zone, was able to turn around and make a good defensive play. That's not it, though. Terrell Smith, remember, caused the interception that went to Tremaine Edmonds, also caused another interception today, but this time it went over to Eddie Jackson. It was a tipped pass, good pass breakup play from Terrell Smith. Ultimately, Eddie Jackson comes away with the interception. So, who do you think's going to win this? Let me know down below in the comments because I'm loving it because the better your rookies are, the better performance you'll get out of the team. So I like that Smith is making plays, Stevenson's making plays. It's a good problem to have because then we don't really have to see Kindle Vildor out there. Also, speaking of corners, Kyler goes in, makes a great play, breaking up an end around that's supposed to go to Chase Claypool. Yet again, Kyler Gordon has those instincts, and he's really demonstrating them. Looks to be primed to be making the next step this year. But let's go over to the safeties. Like we said before, Eddie Jackson, interception. But that wasn't the only interception out there as well. We had Jaquan Brisker going from one side of the field to the next and making this beautiful interception to pick off the passer. I believe it was PJ Walker. Yeah, PJ Walker threw the pass, and just incredible instincts, incredible play by Jaquan Brisker. This is what we saw last year in training camp, him with the instincts being able to react, read, and make a play on the ball. Brisker also broke up a play in the red zone on a goal line play going over to DJ Moore. Brisker playing well. So, good stuff from training camp. Let me know what your favorite part of training camp, what your favorite thing that you heard was, because there's a lot of good things going on. And yeah, who won today? I still got to give it to the offense. Defense still played well, but Justin Fields stepped up in the pocket, in passing, everything that you want to see. You just love to see it. But with that wraps up our coverage of day 6. Make sure to like and subscribe so you get all the updates that you can. And with that, Unbearable Sports Podcast, we are out.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair and you know that she's a